Hello and welcome to another episode of My Favorite Things, Jurassic Park Operation Genesis. Man, it has been 15 years since this game was released for PS2, Xbox, and PC. 15 years of imagining what it would be like to construct your very own Jurassic Park. Growing up, I loved Jurassic Park. I still do to this day. The original 1993 film still blows my mind every time I watch it. It's a fantastic movie and certainly one of my favorites. The franchise as a whole inspired me and many others to learn more and more about these fantastic animals that we can only dream of seeing in person. I mean, imagine actually coming face to face with a Brachiosaurus. It would be amazing. Then imagine actually having a real life Jurassic Park. That's what JPOG did for me and probably millions of others. 15 years and this game still has a solid following, an active modding community, and not one, not two, but 3 spiritual successors coming out this year. One of them, Mesozoica, just came out in early access, and I'm already learning to love it more and more each day. So, what makes Operation Genesis so special? How has it held up for all these years? I'm sure we all know the story of Jurassic Park. A rich dude, John Hammond, wanted to create a theme park on an island with dinosaurs as the main attractions. The dinosaurs escape and people get eaten. Then in the Lost World, they try again, and again everyone gets eaten. Dr. Ian Malcolm, the mathematician, chaotician actually. Yes, the chaotician, takes a good look at this place and predicts that everything will fall apart, or as he puts it,
that life, finds a way.
He warns the creators about trying to control powerful forces they don't even understand and scolds them for putting scientific discovery and entertainment before morality.
Our scientists have done things which nobody's ever done before.
Yeah, but your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think if they should.
Man, that movie's amazing. But that's a subject for another day. Jurassic Park Operation Genesis begs the question, what if Jeff Goldblum's amazing stutter was wrong? What if Jurassic Park was controllable? What if it was sustainable? Of course, it wouldn't be. I mean, who would have guessed that velociraptors would be that intelligent, or that the Tyrannosaurus would break out as soon as the power failed? But what if it was? It's every post-1993 human's dream to see what it would actually look like. To see the dinosaurs, and the rides, and the signs. And of course, this all takes a page straight out of Fake Science Monthly. Extracting dinosaur DNA from mosquitoes trapped in amber is pure lunacy. JPOG lets us suspend our disbelief just enough to enjoy the heck out of the possibilities. So, in this imaginary world, the company InGen hands you the position as manager of the park. Everything is under your control. Will you screw it up and go bankrupt or let raptors maul your guests? Or will you build the greatest theme park in the history of the world? One thing that Operation Genesis gets so right are its dinosaurs. And I don't mean in terms of accuracy, this is a Jurassic Park game after all, but as of the scale and wonder of these magnificent animals. It doesn't pretend that we came here for the building mechanics, or because we enjoy operating a company's finances, but because of the dinosaurs. So it treats them with the respect they deserve. They are the focus, and the game never forgets that. Every time you get a new dinosaur species, well, actually genus, an announcement blasts on the speakers across your park that a new attraction is available for all to see, as well as some epic music to go along with it. And each and every one of the 25 different dinosaurs in-game are so well done with their own unique skin, behaviors, and sounds. Oh man, especially the Hadrosaurs, or as they're better known, the duckbills. When Parasaurolophus, Corythosaurus, Edmontosaurus, or Oranosaurus are socializing, they give out these heartwarming calls to one another. They're such a welcome addition to any park of mine. And of course, you get those classic movie voices that make you feel as though you're in the movie theater, like with Velociraptor, Spinosaurus, T-Rex, and Dilophosaurus. Much of the time you'll spend in-game will be watching and interacting with the dinosaurs, and it's so enjoyable because the game's focus on them makes them feel like real, living, breathing animals. You'll see them wander, play, eat, fight, drink, and most entertainingly, hunt. It's always a treat to check up on one of your carnivores when it's hunting time. You don't feed them fried chicken or steak, no. You give them live prey to chase down themselves. Then you sit back and watch as a pack of raptors go mental and start pouncing all at once on a cow, or a T-Rex take a goat and start thrashing it around before gulping it. If you can afford it, you can also feed your carnivores other dinosaurs. Although, it may be heartbreaking to watch an Albertosaurus slaughter a cute para. Better yet, you can make the carnivores fight each other, like if Jurassic Park was owned by Michael Vick. Because Spino and T-Rex got to fight in JP3, they get their own special battle animation when they duel. And even if that gets you bored, nothing beats having a 5-star park only to let your carnivores break out and start devouring the guests. Maybe I'm just a cynic, but it's so funny to watch the visitors get thrashed around by a Rex. But again, you don't have to own an Acrocanthosaurus fighting ring to make JPOG fun. You'll enjoy watching your dinos just be dinos and run around in their paddocks. This is probably the main reason why Operation Genesis has become such a cult classic. It got the dinosaurs so right. Something that JPOG certainly prevails in is giving us many different unique gameplay experiences all in the same game. Of course, it's a park builder first and foremost. You have to build a functioning park, keep the engine board happy, and take care of your dinos. This itself comes with its many challenges because of course it would. This is Jurassic Park we're talking about. The theme park notorious for ending in the consumption of the visitors. Obviously, you first need dinosaurs in order to have a dinosaur park, so the first challenge is to find the DNA to breed them. So you have to manage different dig teams across the world in order to get your DNA through fossils. This gets tricky when amber starts coming in. It makes DNA extraction a gambling game, because you don't know for which dinosaur you're gonna get it. Maybe you really need more DNA for a Triceratops, so you're considering processing the amber, but there's a chance it might be for a dinosaur you already have 100% DNA for already. So do you sell the amber or take the risk? JPOG's a simple game, but there's a surprising amount of depth to it. Once your park is up and running, it can also be subjected to getting hit with a twister, especially in the early game when money is tight and you don't have a lot of dinosaurs. A tornado can completely ravage your park. Nothing is more sad than watching the animals you began your park with and bonded with get sucked up and flung across the island. And trust me, your wallet will be crying too once you have to replace and repair everything. So you're always holding on to that slight chance that a twister will miss your park entirely and just stay out in the untamed wilderness. Aside from the park management, you also get to ride around Jurassic Park in a helicopter. Here, you can sedate your rampaging Allosaurus, rescue guests trapped in an enclosure, lure dinosaurs, establish capital punishment amongst your dinosaurs, or just cruise around. Although you can't walk around as a tourist like in some other Tycoon games, there are many opportunities to see the world through their eyes. There are cool and interesting attractions you can place down in the park to get different looks at your creatures. The coolest ones are a viewing dome that lets the guests safely view the dinosaurs while in the middle of the exhibit, the balloon tour, and the safari adventure, which drives the guests around an enclosure. You can even take control of the safari jeep itself and drive around the paddock. It's awesome! There's even a Site B mode you can unlock. Instead of managing a park, you just breed dinosaurs on an island and watch them roam freely. Again, JPOG really puts the dinosaurs and showcasing them as the top selling point, so there are so many ways to experience them. All of these different gameplay mechanics are well utilized in the in-game missions, separate from the main game itself. On some missions you'll have to take photos in a jeep, on others you'll need to assassinate all the carnivores rampaging around your park, and some require you to achieve certain goals as you build up a park. The missions aren't the main attraction of Operation Genesis, but they're a lot of fun. One more thing I can't go without mentioning is the absolutely phenomenal soundtrack. This game. Of course, being a Jurassic Park game means it'll have John Williams' amazing score, but JPOG perfectly combines what we already know and love with some new stuff more suitable with the light, whimsical tone of the game. You'll also find yourself enjoying a lot of the completely new pieces like the helicopter or thunderstorm music. Trust me when I say, you will love and cherish every second of all the scores in this game. Operation Genesis without the music is like Indiana Jones without a whip, Jaws without the shark, or Shrek without his swamp. Being from 2003, there are some elements that don't hold up today. Heck, even back then they were noticeable. But thankfully there's nothing too annoying to completely break the immersion. So, for one thing, both Dinosaur and Visitor AI are kinda wonky. A lot of times, I'll find my herbivores starving to death because all they want to do is play with the others. It's especially problematic for the slower, heavier ones like Ankylosaurus, who take 10 minutes to walk to the food a foot in front of them. It's pretty common to see the animals totally neglect their needs until they start dying. Even if their enclosure has everything they need, which is pretty much just food and water, they'll still decide to start fasting for 40 days in the wilderness. Like, seriously, I've heard of Raptor Jesus, but this is too far. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. As for the visitors, they refuse to walk more than a quarter mile. They always start at the park entrances and walk around the immediate area and then go home. So even if you have the max number of dinosaurs you can get, most guests will only get to see like 3 or 4. Come on now guys, this is your only chance to see a Carcharodontosaurus. All you have to do is walk on this path. Oh wait, no, you're turning back. Oh well, I guess you'll never see a Carcharodontosaurus. Another small gripe I have is the building system. It's very rigid and gritty. Not gritty in a cool way, but everything is on a grid. Even the paths. You literally cannot create diagonal paths. You have to go up or down one and one to the side. Same with the fences. When it comes to building, it restricts so much of the creativity that comes with other park builders of the same era, like Zoo Tycoon 2. You're also restricted on the amount of stuff at your disposal. You only get 3 choices of fencing for your dinosaurs, and they're not even different kinds of fence. They're the same basic thing, but with different levels of security. There's only one type of path. You can't select a certain tree of your choosing. You can just either place clumps of modern or paleo trees. Rocks apparently don't exist in this universe, and guest amenities are also pretty lacking. Also, JPOG has a problem common to a lot of Tycoon building games. There will be many times when you're especially low on money, so this means that you can't really buy anything or do anything besides look at the guests and the dinosaurs as you wait for your cash flow to increase. It also doesn't help that you get a tiny sum of money to start the game with, a measly 60 grand, to build Jurassic Park? Yeah, thanks. And there's one nitpick I have with the Brachiosaurus in the game. It doesn't make any of the beautiful noises from the film. It just lets out a low-pitched grunt. Hey, you there, YouTube commenter, I can already see you typing in the comments below. But Tim Rex, it's more accurate for the Brachiosaurus to grunt instead of making cute whale call sounds. Well, the way I see it, if you're gonna give me scaly velociraptors, have Dilophosaurus spit venom, and give every other dino from the movies their own signature sounds, then why not just let Brachiosaurus trumpet aloud? There, mini rant over. If it wasn't clear by now, I love this game. It is one of the most enjoyable, replayable, and beautiful games I've ever played. It succeeds on so many levels. It's an excellent park builder, dinosaur simulator, and a callback to the original 3 films. Every lover of Jurassic Park, paleontology, or just animals in general need to play this game, or at the very least, watch playthroughs of it online. The dinosaurs alone are enough to love this game. It captures their awe and majesty so brilliantly. Although it has its share of flaws, I can see why it's acquired such a massive fanbase over the years, and is still relevant to this day 15 years later. I've played Jurassic Park Builder and Jurassic World the game, but they couldn't get it quite right like JPOG. So I'm glad to see 3 new games paying homage to this timeless classic: Mesozoica, Prehistoric Kingdom, and Jurassic World Evolution. I can't wait to see how each of them turn out. I hope they're all just as impactful as Operation Genesis and inspire just as many. But even with this new wave of dinosaur games, nothing can surpass the lifelong experiences I've had with JPOG. Remember, if you enjoyed this video, to please leave a like and subscribe. See ya in the next video.